What's up, everyone? We are so excited to be here, Starbitrage family, and everybody else watching this. We have some amazing news. Chris, tell us what's up.
Guys, you know this is Starbitrage, right? Starbitrage means making money with Star Wars products. And you guys know me. I'm like the Amazon, the scan power. We're going to scan some barcodes kind of thing. Sell on Amazon. Quick and easy FBA kind of way. But guys, Star Wars is a huge brand. We've been waiting a long time for some more movies. And with more movies comes more merchandise. But it's demand for Star Wars products. It's people like me, 37, people that are older than me that watched the first movies when they were kids. Guys, they're looking for those products, and those products aren't available on the shelf. They're actually bringing some back, like some retro remake kind of things. Probably seen those on the shelf. But guys, they made so many products out there, and that's part of the Star Wars thing is the merchandise, the toys that go along with the movie. That's what the fans really like. And a lot of those products, the vintage stuff, vintage guys, that's what we're going to be talking about. Can be found at thrift stores, yard sales, garage sales. And you got to know what you're looking for. You got to be able to identify it as Star Wars. You got to be able to know if it's complete. And if you got your phone out, you're looking for a barcode on the bottom of that thing. You're like, I don't know what to do. Is this vintage? Right? What's the date stamped on the bottom? What's the manufacturer? How do I know if it's complete? Guys, there's so much you can do with your phone that's not just scanning a barcode. You can do keyword lookups. You can find images that include all of the accessories, what the original box looked like. All of that is available online. And you just have to kind of decide what you want to do. If you want to stick with box stuff from the store or you want to go vintage, I tell you guys, there's a lot of money in vintage. People want it. It's rare. It can be hard to find in great condition and complete. So when you find it, you got to be able to identify it. You got to be able to identify what the going rate is, the market price, if you can make money on it, and then which market to sell it on, whether it's Amazon or eBay. Now, I will happily admit that I am not the eBay expert that I used to be, right? But I don't have to be, right? Because we can bring in an eBay expert, and that's our very special guest on this very special Starbitrage webinar, the one and only Jason T. Smith. Should I give the qualifications, JTS, or do you wanna hop in and lay down your qualifications as an eBay? What's called a master seller?
Yeah, you can start.
All right. From what I know about Jason T. Smith, right, and he'll probably add all the stuff that I'm going to forget. One of 10, one of 15 or one of 20 eBay influencers, flown out to eBay headquarters for a very special event. Star of television's Thrift Hunters, right? Even I don't have a TV show, right? Big old famous TV. I don't have a TV show. You cracked 15,000 feedback on eBay all by yourself. Not a big company with a warehouse and all this junk. You've lobbied Congress. I mean, or you lobbied the Senate or something on sales tax issues that have to do with eBay sellers. Either you can walk. Yeah, people can talk the talk, but then you got to walk the walk, right? And really, the only way to become an eBay expert is to have lived it, to have lived the eBay lifestyle. And that's when you get involved with stuff like, I don't know, the government, right, and television and all this stuff. So whenever I have an eBay question, my go-to guy, Jason T. Smith, he's going to be our guest on this webinar. And anything I left out, Jay, feel free to toot your own horn. This is the time to do it because people want to know what they're getting into on this Starbitrage webinar.
Yeah, it was. I did Congress twice. I was a special guest talking to the eBay interns one summer. I helped relaunch their bulletin boards. I was a PayPal ambassador. And, the list just goes on and on. eBay's always asked me to get involved with things, and I'm always happy because it's never just about me. It's about all of us who sell. And so if it's entertaining the interns because these are the cream of the crop, they want to come back and work for them, then I'll be up there doing my dancing monkey dog and pony show. And if it's going to Congress to try and make sure we don't get taxed, I'm there too. Whatever they need, I'm there to help because I fully believe in working for yourself, making your own money, not having a boss. I like this lifestyle.
Awesome. And you also like, or maybe I'll say love, Star Wars, right? You are the generation. We're the generation that grew up with this stuff, and we're so thrilled to have real movies coming back. We're not going to get into 1, 2, and 3, right? And the opportunities that it presents, not just for entertainment, but for business, right? And on the eBay side, there's a lot more details than I can teach people to go out there and scan a barcode and read the data and do a flip. Man, on eBay and with vintage stuff, you're going to find there's a lot of money to be made, but you got to know what you're doing. You got to pay attention.
Yeah, absolutely. I was 6 when Star Wars came out, and that was the first time I remember seeing a movie more than once. I went 3 times in the theater and once at the drive-in. For you youngins, we used to drive our cars and park and watch it from our cars with this little tinny speaker next to us. But I remember that, and then once we rolled around to Empire, then I started to really embrace all of it, and I knew George wanted to do 3 before and 3 after, so we were always waiting. And then he did the 3 before, and, well, I don't hate them, but I definitely don't love them. But then I knew he was done. And I thought a piece of my childhood I always looked forward to would never come to fruition, and then J.J. Abrams is our savior.
Woo!
I'm just gonna put it out there because everything I've seen, everything he's done, the practical effects, building the full-size Millennium Falcon, showing the unfinished movie to the guy who was dying last week. No
So
director
good.
shows an unfinished movie of this epic scale to anybody, and J.J. did it. That's the Mac Daddy. So that's the guy I want making my childhood trilogy to finish it. You know what I'm saying? So I am excited. I'm excited about the new movies. I'm excited about the new products. I bought my ticket the day they went on sale. I'm not seeing it opening weekend. I'm seeing it Monday morning after opening weekend. I figured it'll be a little quieter. I bought front row IMAX, last row middle IMAX.
Oh,
I
with
love
Science
it.
D, I didn't know they did that. Well, dude,
Oh
I see some Star Wars stuff in the background there. Is that stuff that you thrifted and you just can't bear to sell it yet?
You got it. Now, look, everyone knows who knows me knows my house is full of tiki. Everything in my house is tiki. But if you look around, there's Star Wars stuff pretty much in every. This was thrifted at Savers, and it's missing. Man, it works for what I need it for.
I love it. I love it. And this is, I mean, we've been brainstorming and wanting to have Jason on for a while because of his immense knowledge in this category. Like, I mean, he is the king of vintage. He's the king of eBay, and we wanted to have him on just to talk about what the benefit of venturing into this realm is and how much crazy profit you can make on some of this used stuff. Like that, it's missing a piece. That helmet's missing a piece, but it's still going to sell on eBay. You can find the parts for it. It's a huge market. So we want to make sure to bring in somebody. We don't know all the expertise. We don't know all the biggest stuff. And we wanted to make sure somebody was on the show to teach you guys exactly how to do this, and that's why we wanted Jason on.
Yeah, we're going to talk about what I like to call exploiting your niche. So if your niche is Star Wars, or you're just getting into it now because there is going to be good money, you have got to learn to basically, like you're playing the stock market, read the ebbs and flows. Now, I do that every day with tiki mugs. I watch the ebbs and flows. So I know what's hot, what's not. I see what's mislabeled, mislisted, and I'm going to buy those either for myself or to flip. But also, I buy a lot all the time. I always have. And if something I paid $10 for 10 years ago is now worth 400, it's got to go. And the same can be for Star Wars. Like, there was a time when even vintage toys had a wane to them, and I feel now is the perfect time because look at it. I grew up with it. I'm 44. I got some discretionary income. I want to buy my old toys back. And then now we're going to take those of you who have kids, you're going to take your kids and get them started. And then you always see these kids who are like 10, 12, and all of a sudden they're listening to like AC/DC. I'm like, how's a 12-year-old know AC/DC? But it'll be the same way with the movies. Like, they'll totally love the new ones. But then when mom and dad sit down and say, let's watch the old ones, I feel they'll be just as enamored, and they'll be wanting some of the old toys too. New toys are fun, but old toys have that just different feel, different grittiness to them. And where are they going to find them? They're going to find them on eBay. Who's going to sell them? I'll sell them. If you don't want to sell them, I'll find them and sell them.
It's crazy because there is, I mean, even right here, there's 2 generations represented where I was 6 years old when the first movie came out, and then I was 9 or 10 when I don't remember the third movie came out. So I'm here and I'm stoked about it. I mean, I fell in love with Stormtroopers. Like, that was my thing. That's I mean, if you guys have watched any of our videos, this is what I thrive on. So it is really cool. Like, I'm a perfect testament of, like, I'm a Star Wars fanatic. I love this stuff, and I'm second generation, and now my nieces and nephews are obsessed with it. I mean, that's what they were for Halloween. That's what that's all they want for Christmas. So this is 3 generations we're talking about that are going to love these movies. So you guys, this is the time. We've stressed this before. There are 5 movies set up for the next 5 years. You cannot go wrong. Now is the time to get in it. We want you to be part of this webinar. We want you to get all of the knowledge. Please pull on the knowledge. There's going to be a Q&A session after all of this. Pull on the knowledge that Jason has. He is absolutely amazing, and we want you to get the most out of this. So if you want to sign up, please sign up below. There's going to be a huge red button. Sign up now. It's the time to get in. We want to keep this short and sweet so you guys can continue on your day. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody who's tuned into this, and thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks, guys.
See ya!